I want to stress the role of the civil society, the NGOs, and the volunteers in Greece concerning the refugee crisis. It's amazing, and it's very, very important that we have to talk about it due to the shortages from the side of the state. So there was a huge need in every aspect for the refugees, and only these people they could handle this problem, and they really solved many problems in this aspect. And this is beginning from the food and water till the shelter. And this is later on, it was not only the civil society of Greece, it is the civil society of Europe. So we have hundreds of organizations came and is still coming from Europe to participate with the civil society of Greece, which became a major actor in this case. And this is recognized fully, not only by the Greek state, but also by the UNCHR, where there is a direct and extensive coordination and cooperation. The last developments, I could say two things. One is that the state created a new institution called the General Secretary for Refugees Reception, and this secretary has to deal with the shelter and so many camps in the country. And the first thing this secretary did is call these NGOs to a meeting, and this is another recognition of their role. And so tens of these organizations joined this meeting with the ministry. It is with the Ministry of Immigration, and this is the goal is to see how the state can coordinate their services inside these camps. That means the state is relying on their role. This is very important one. And the second development, which is very, very important, it has to do with the registration and the asylum system and process, which is still problematic in Greece. And yesterday they started a campaign to register at least 49,000 refugees stopped in the country inside the camps. So instead they go to the asylum service will go to them. This is very important thing. This is very, very important stage because it will give these people a little bit of rights, for example, to send their children to the schools, and this is very important. Well, now we have more than 50 camps around the country, in all over the country, and we have more than 50,000 refugees are inside these camps, and so they need every kind of services. That means from the bare necessities of food, water, and medicine, and so on, up to the education and some kind of integration, let us say, to ease their life, because they need access to some rights in the country. So most of these areas are covered mainly by the non-governmental organizations, either in the medical treatment, either in education, disabled children, and so on, and even the dissemination of information. And this is very important to the newcomers because they don't know any other language. So to understand what they should do and what will happen to them. This is the main of the concern. So this is important, and I think what still Greece needs help and support of Europe. Without this, nothing could happen. Fortunately, EASO and other institutions are now joining this process of registration, and this is important, including officials coming from different European countries.